We all have had some type of media recommended to us by other people. Whether it is family, friends, or acquaintances, most of us have received recommendations to check something out. It could be a video game, a book, a piece of music, or even the topic of this video, a TV show. You see, my friends know me well, some of them well enough to know how to get me to watch a TV show that I decided not to watch as the description of it did not interest me. You see, my friends are well aware of the fact that I adore cats. My mom got this beautiful, cute little kitty when I was 15. Yes, she's adorable. Here's a couple more photos of her. And ever since then, cats has been my favorite animal. I love how you can tell the different personalities of cats pretty easily and how cute and cozy they can be, especially social ones like my mom's cat who rarely wants to be left alone. Fun fact, I'm actually allergic to cats, but for some reason I do not react to some cats, such as Burmese cats, which is the kind of breed that my mom has. My friends from the channel 3 Goons, which is a group channel for me and two of my friends where we mostly play Pokemon, knowing this, decided to get me to watch a show they like. It all started with a beautiful message from my friend Neto Nixon. Now, I also want to highlight one, I'm not gonna be showing you these messages because I don't like the idea of showing private messages, no matter who they're from or who they're to. And secondly, they're in Swedish, and I don't think most of you guys speak Swedish, considering that most of you guys aren't from Sweden according to my analytics. And so I will be essentially paraphrasing it in English instead of just saying directly what was said in Swedish, for the sake of making this video more universal. And what Neto said was, by the way, I watched the Apothecary Diaries, to which I replied with, I haven't. And our other friend Oak decided to respond with, my boy, I love it. Oak then said, I love the main character. And Neto then responded to this with, if my cat lets her guard down around you, then I'm willing to give you a chance. To which Oak responded with, Gabe would love it too. The main character is basically a cat in human form. And all of a sudden there was no going back. You see, I had heard about the Apothecary Diaries when it aired in October 2023, but I did not watch it as I did not find the description of the show interesting. But who knows? Apparently my friends saying that the main character is basically a cat can convince me to watch a show. I don't know what that says about me, but that's the case. I, within 20 minutes of this conversation, started watching the show, and the instant I started it, I heard the opening, and I knew I would love it. Let's get the fact that Hana ni Nate, or Be a Flower in English, by Ryouran Shokushakai. Ryouran Shokushakai. Did I say that right? I think it did. Is an absolute banger. With that said, let's talk about what the anime actually is about. The anime is about a 17-year-old girl called Mao Mao, who is the daughter of a local apothecary, which is also where she works. One day, when going out to deliver some medicine, Mao Mao gets kidnapped and sent to work at the Emperor's Palace, which is where most of the story in itself takes place. Throughout the show, we get to follow Mao Mao's daily life at the palace and get to learn about the different people who she gets to know while she lives there. I will be repeating myself from previous videos with this, but seeing Kevin Penkin as one of the composers for the soundtrack in the opening credits made me know I was gonna love the soundtrack at least, as I normally do when it comes to his soundtracks. The entire soundtrack, which is made by Kevin Penkin as well as Satoru Kosaki and Alisa Okehamasa, I'm sorry if I pronounced any of those names incorrect by the way, is amazing as a whole, and I highly recommend checking it out even outside of the anime. Some of my personal favorite pieces are I'm Just a Servant Assigned to a Particular Mistress and Blue Rose. I already talked about the first opening, but I also want to talk about how the second opening, Ambivalent by Uru, is also fantastic, but with how strong the first opening was, it does get easily overshadowed by it. Season 2, which recently started airing, was a fantastic opening, this time written and performed by singer Lilas Ikuta. I once again am sorry if I butchered it, by the way, who also sings and writes music for YOASOBI. And the song is called Hyakka Ryouran, or In Bloom in English, and is absolutely fantastic and my personal favorite opening so far in the series. The animation in the anime is amazing and in many situations does not show Shao, that's a Valorant player. What do you mean with Shao away? Thank God I don't really do bloopers anymore. The animation in the anime is amazing and in many different situations does not shy away from making the personalities of the characters clear, such as consistently giving Mao Mao cat traits to shine a light on her personality being very similar to that of a cat. Which brings us to what I talked about previously. I absolutely love Mao Mao as a character. She feels like the definition of what it feels like a cat would be like in a human body, and it is great and needs to be protected at all costs. I believe in cat supremacy. Jokes aside, the characters in the show are very well written and interesting, and makes it more and more appealing to watch the show and get to learn about the characters and their stories. The show has many moments of comedy that makes it fun to watch, such as Mao Mao consistently wanting to consume and play with poisons, and along with its themes of drama, mystery, and romance, it makes the show great. The show does a good job at bringing out emotions when needed, and makes it very easy to relate to the characters and even their backstories when we find out about them. The world in the Apothecary Diaries is clearly inspired by Imperial China, from the way that the music sounds, the characters are dressed, the architecture, and the way all characters interact with each other. The story is also great through and through and spends a lot of time solving mysteries or having us get to learn about and understand the world. The story is also great through and through, and it spends a lot of time solving mysteries or having us get to learn about and understand the world that they live in so that the plot can develop and continue, and it does this well in a way that feels refreshing and doesn't feel repetitive whatsoever. I get they haven't really talked in detail much about the show, but that is due to the fact that I really want to talk about and bring attention to the show in a way that does not spoil it for others that may want to watch it, as it is a show that is 100% worth watching and is amazing through and through. On top of this, with season 2 recently having started airing, it is now a perfect time to watch and get into the show, so that you can join in on the hype and the story surrounding the show's second season. With all of that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and I will see you later. Bye.